Hi, everyone. It's Lisa Ann Pinkerton coming to you again with another WCS Talks preview. Today, we've got Mary Collins, who is the managing director and co-founder of the American Jobs Project. And that's a group that connects the dots for policymakers for clean energy and job creation. Welcome, Mary.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me.
You're absolutely welcome to be here. And thank you also for being a sponsor of WCS Talks.
Our pleasure.
So your talk is about California's next big wave, innovating the ocean to save the planet.
Yes.
What is that about?
Yes. So basically what I'm talking about is public policy and economic development. And that's so important because we have all of these technologies out there. We have all of these great ideas to decarbonize our planet, but we need that policy to push it forward. And that's so critical to fighting climate change. And California right now has a huge opportunity coming our way, which is floating offshore wind. And unlike some of these other industries that California has had that have just sprouted organically, floating offshore wind needs some state involvement, state strategy, and industrial strategy. And if we were to do that, we could actually grow some related industries such as next generation shipping, because right now our shipping uses bunker fuel and is incredibly dirty. And so in order for California to get in the game and harness this opportunity of offshore wind, we need a state strategy. We need that planning. And with that planning, we could grow some related industries and really innovate the ocean to save our planet.
I love it, Mary. I love it because, you know, it's not just about bringing in a new technology like wind power and offshore wind, but connecting these industries. Like we know that we need to clean up the way we do shipping and connect. And within California, you know, you have to have your, I think they need to change the fuel they use when they get 200 miles to a port in California because of all the emissions. And then California's been, you know, trying to decarbonize the trucks that run their ports. So connecting all these different industries together, I can see could really help motivate policymakers to take a gamble on something like offshore wind when organically that industry might not fuel itself, if you will.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, and our industrial strategy right now is really stuck in the last century. You know, we're living the biggest market failure of all time, which is climate change. And so we need to rethink how we're growing these industries. You know, what are the assets that we're going to leverage? What are the opportunities that we're going to take advantage of? And not just assume that the pieces are all going to fall into place. You know, it's our time to make big decisions because we've got to work on fighting climate change.
Wonderful, wonderful. And so I feel like you just answered my other question, which was, you know, why was this important for you to give this specific type of talk?
Yeah, I think on a personal note, I've been working around the country for the past 5 years. Our group has worked in 24 different states, looking at what a state's competitive advantage is, and what are the market trends coming down the pipeline. How could a state not only deploy clean energy technology, but manufacture it close to home? And so as I've been doing this work, I've been seeing how industries grow and thrive. And so sometimes they might sprout organically like Silicon Valley does here. And other times they actually need some help, some strategy and some intervention. And in California, you know, things have just sprouted organically. And now here is this opportunity and actually this need to do that, to move offshore wind forward. And so for me personally, it's been the past 5 years of this work and kind of wrapping it up in a bow and looking toward California's future.
Thank you, Mary, for being with us today. My name's Lisa Ann Pinkerton, co-founder and chairwoman of Women in Cleantech and Sustainability, here with Mary Collins, managing director and co-founder of the American Jobs Project, also a sponsor of WCS Talks, which is happening at Google in Sunnyvale on November 2nd. So be sure to get your tickets because they will sell out. Thank you very much, Mary.